Ah, right. Bit of green screen. There we go. Oh, gosh, rush. Right, okie dokie. Let's see. Are we up and running? I think we might be. Give us a thumbs up if it's working. I plugged everything in time. Scrapping around as always. Is that over there? But I think we're all right. I think we're up and going. So say hello, etc. Right, let's have a look. Evening, Sam, Ollie, Peter C, Peter and Stella, Rob. Hello. Marvelous. Seems to be working then. That's good. Gosh, scrapping around. Chaos. Had a very busy few days, one way or another. Good to catch up with lots of people across the weekend, collecting your auction goodies. Finished that little TV job Friday. Rushing about. Van is full of another whole collection for another auction. Yes, so busy. Evening, Simon. Evening, Gary. Hello. So, where are we up to everything? Right, so I've got a few snaps of machines in already for May. I think it's half a dozen or so. This coming week, I should be at the warehouse frantically cataloguing or trying to the collectibles stuff for the end of April. So if you've got stuff to collect from this last auction, get in touch, get it collected. As somebody again discovered today, when they don't book in to let me know, don't book a time in, they send a carrier, and I wasn't there, so that was a wasted journey, wasn't it? So as I always say, always confirm a time if you're coming to collect stuff, because I'm not there just sitting there doing nothing, waiting for people to turn up. There you go. Right, so World's Fair here as well, and coin slot from 40 years ago. Have a look at that in a bit. And what else do we need to tell you? Auction payouts, I've done a few. I'm still waiting for 2 or 3 people to pay. I've sent you payment reminders, so if you're tuned in and you haven't paid yet, please do so, because you're holding up paying out, which is annoying for all concerned. So, yes, pull your fingers out and get paid so we can pay out. Otherwise, if you haven't let me have your bank details, if I haven't paid you lately, again, I've sent email out to most people, but just let me know and I'll sort that out in the week. Right, so let's have a look where we're up to auction wise. So collectibles stuff is the next one. Last Sunday in April, in theory, might have to move it slightly because end of April got inquest to cope with for a few days. So that might have to shove it over into beginning of May, possibly. The first weekend in May is obviously May Bank Holiday weekend, so that's not going to be a good one. So if we do have to move it, it'll probably be the second weekend of May, I suspect. But still aiming for the end of April. We've got another week if you want to get stuff in for it. More stuff arrived today, which I haven't snapped yet. As I say, that's this week's job. So there was some, what arrived today? Some teddy bears, some nice little vintage tin toys, some enamel signs. Something else what was dropped off. Various bits and bobs. Got some fairgrounds signs, a couple more bits coming this week that I know of. So yeah, it's a good variety of stuff. Now the other big collection I collected in yesterday, losing track of days, yesterday, is I've mentioned before steam engines. The van is full of model steam engines, live steam, scale models, little engines, like little boat engines, yay big. Some model boats with steam engines in, I believe they've got, like 4 or 5 foot long, quite big boats. A couple of aeroplanes, like remote controlled flying, aeroplane type things. But mainly model and miniature steam engines. Lots of them. I mean, the van is full front to back. Yeah. So I'm not sure when the auction will be. Probably be June, realistically, I should think. Obviously, I need to get the collectibles one sorted out first. That will be an auction on its own, the steam engine one. And there's quite a lot of research to do to look all the stuff up to see what they all are exactly. So it might take a little while. So I should think probably June. But I'll update as we go along on that one. I'll take some snaps, etc. Yes, so that's where we're at on that one. Just whiz through the rest of these photographs and I'll show you the machines that are in already. And go from there. Are there lots of Mamods and Willescos? There are indeed Mamods and Willescos and various other ones. Scratch-built ones as well. There's a lovely scratch-built Showman's engine. I'm not sure what scale it is. I'll have to work out. It's about 18 inches long probably. So what would that make it? 12th scale? How big's the Showman's engine? It might be 12th scale, mightn't it? I'd guess, something like that. With a Showman's wagon as well. There's another Alchin, I think it is. I think I said it was a 2-inch scale, that one. Steam engine, traction engine. Several steam trains. Again, I don't know what scale they're offhand. They're about, there's one that's a foot or so long, you know, steam engine, train, locomotive. Open the case. Another 2 or 3 that are 2 foot long-ish, whatever scale that would make them. So yeah, some good stuff. So if you're into or know anybody who's into steam engines, give them a heads up that that lot's coming in the summer. Or late spring, hopefully. Right, where are we up to with these pictures? Are we all the way around yet? Hang on a moment, let me just pull up here in the background so I can see where we're up to. I need to go April stuff. So yeah, there's lots more for April. This was just a few bits I snapped as I was rearranging stuff a couple of weeks ago, I think, mainly. Where are we up to on the pictures? Dogs' heads. Yeah, so tin signs and things. Not sure these are going in order, are they, particularly? But you get the idea of it. Always a load of Bacano in that collection as well I got in yesterday. Vintage Bacano. Some other interesting stuff. That's handy because my brother collects them. He lives in Canada, but is coming to visit in late June. Oh, well, there we are then. He'll be able to take home a few suitcases full of steam engines, hopefully. Sounds very good. Yeah, auction will be before then, hopefully, so he should be able to take stuff with him. That'll work out excellently, won't it? Ooh, hang on, what have I done here? I've just brought up the weather forecast on my computer. That doesn't not good. My phone went haywire yesterday. If I appeared to be trying to do a now what was it? Google, Gmail video conference or something. I was busy loading the van up with the steam engines. My phone was going off my pocket, and I was like struggling in the van with a steam engine, and I got it out, and it was something about a Gmail video call from somebody I knew, and I couldn't see how to sort of answer it or whatever. I'd not had one of those before. Anyway, so then I rung him properly. Said, "Oh, you're trying to get me?" He said, "No, you were trying to ring me on some Gmail thing or something." I said, "Well, I haven't got Gmail. I don't use Gmail. I use my own email." I don't know what all that was about. And then I looked, and there was four missed calls. Very weird. So I turned the phone off and on again, and then a bit later on, it happened again with somebody else. So I don't know what was going on there. It was like some hacking attempt or something. No idea. If anybody knows what that's all about. Something Gmail video conference call or something. Strange goings on. Anyway, not to worry. But it was a bit odd, to say the least. Right, I think there's a few more of these pictures, and we'll have a look at the machines. So machine-wise for May, end of May, obviously entries for that are now open. If you've got slot machines or slot machine related, we'll do the same again as we've just done. End of May, so it'll be for machines, machine related, so for like arcade signs, machine stands, spare parts for machines, machine signs, machine books, etc. So just machine related stuff end of May. All the other collectible stuff in April. Assuming that works, then we'll do another collectible one in, I don't know, late August or something maybe. See how long it takes to collect some more gear up, really. Super, there's a big Mickey Mouse here somewhere. Which I think might be the next lot, isn't it? Is it this one? There you go, he's quite good. He's about 4 foot high. Painted Mickey Mouse, quite like him. I'm trying not to buy no more stuff. That's good. This poster is huge. It's about 6 foot by 4 foot or something. Huge lithograph poster. That's quite fun. Grolsch neon, proper sort of pub neon. Rather nice. Again, another big poster. Carinas, that's again about 6 foot high, something like that, all framed up. That's quite good. A nice little rocking horse. I think it's an Ayres one, I think it is. A load of cars. There you go. Right, I think that's enough of that sort of stuff, isn't it? Let's have a look at machines. Hang on a moment. Let me click the right button, which I think is that button. Appears to be, doesn't it? Now, why doesn't that want to work now? Hang on a minute. Oh, let's go back one. I've done something. Is it going to stay there? I don't know what's weird. Something strange going on. Right, there we are. There's a picture. Cool. Right, so machines for May. We have a... Hang on a minute, I need a bigger picture. Sorry, hold on. I was just such a rush tonight. I'm not properly organised. There we are. Joker. Duval, that is, isn't it? Duval Joker. I think it's 1939, I think. 38, 39. Something like that. Rather nice. Not had one of these before. A nice little mahogany case with a burr maple, I think it is, burr maple front on it. 5-reeler. Trade stim. If you like your poker, that's quite sweet, isn't it? The change holder looks like it's off a bus. What coins is it? I think it's American set of coins, I think. Like cents through to quarters. I believe. I'll check it when I list it properly. Yes, a little Joker trade stim, rather nice. Not sold that one before. Why won't my picture slideshow work properly? That's frustrating. I'm going to have to reload this, I think. There we are. There you go. Now it works. Poker reel, Gretchen poker reel. Poker machine, 5-reeler. Dinky little thing, only about, what, 6 inches wide? Something like that. Very nice condition again, working, gum vendor on it. So that's quite sweet. Sold 1 or 2 of those over the years, I think. That seems to be in particularly nice order. Why are these pictures jumping around? I don't know what's going on with these. Really weird tonight. Sorry about that. I don't know why they're jumping. What's my line? Fill 'em up type machine. Buffer and Walker / Cortines. Old Penny. Working, etc. One of those. An intriguing little all in this. So appears to be a Wonders. It's a Wonders cabinet. It's an automatic cigarette payout, which is interesting. Well, it's not your standard fittings, a kind of Ollie Wales fittings. It does look like a Wonders cabinet. It looks like a Wonders door as well. I don't know. Maybe it's an early Wonders, like a hybridy. Not sure. Needs a bit of resto, but the mech seems to be all there. Cabinet needs a little bit of work and a polish. could do with a bit splicing on the bottom corner there, or bottom left corner, or I suppose you could put a whole new base on it really if you wanted to. There we are, so a little project for somebody. A chocolate vending machine. There you go. A little toy one, only about 6 inches tall. It works on old penny and it's full of original chocolate. How cool is that? That's got to be pretty rare, isn't it? I'm not sure who made these. I think this is made in England. If anyone knows who made that one, it'd probably be like, I don't know, Triangle, Hornby, or one of the usual suspects, I expect. I have to try and look it up. But yeah, I thought it was quite cool being full of original chocolate bars. And then we've got an elephant gift vendor. I get asked for these surprisingly often. I sold one. I was telling a couple of people today when they come to pick their stuff up. I sold one of these. They all have to go a few years ago, probably 15 years ago now. I should think, good few years ago, to a lady who had a jewellery stall in Covent Garden. So God knows whether it's still there or not. Probably not now. But I remember being desperate to try and get one. It took a while to find one because no one would ever sell them. They take too much money. I was operating at the time. I think we had 3 of them on the site. But it just took such good money. Anyway, eventually managed to find her one, and she had it all sort of done up and working on her stall. I think she had it on like £2 a go or something. Next to her stall of all her handmade like silver jewellery. And in the machine she had like little earrings or bits and bobs. And she said it took more money than she took on the stall. It was a big success. So if you ever remember seeing a elephant gift vendor in Covent Garden on a jewellery stall, there you go. Now you know the story of it. So whether it's still there or what happened to it, who knows? Anyway, I managed to find in my collection of paperwork, I knew I'd got a flyer for the slightly different version, but an original Ollie Wiles flyer. So this is not in the auction, this is mine. But I will do a decent copy of it to go with the machine. I'll scan it and put it on the Colcon website as well, because I've just photographed this. It's not coming out very well because my scanner's decided not to talk to my computer tonight. Anyway, but this one, you probably can't read it because it's a bit fuzzy, but it says that treasure cave, and it was available, so a bigger, different version. I've never actually seen this version, but a single player, £145, presumably like the one we got in the auction. But I also did it as a 4-way, so it had the elephant treasure caves in the front, and then 3 wall machines fitted to the other sides. And you could have them in any combination of coin repeats, cigarette delivery, or fortune machines would be fitted, and that was £195. So if anyone ever remembers seeing one of those, a gift vendor with 3 Allwins in the cabinet, it's quite a good idea really, because if you think an elephant gift vendor's a bit of a chunk, if it's stood in the middle of your arcade, why not turn it into a full square effectively? So yeah, there we are. Interesting, eh? So this one has all been. Why is the picture jumping about? Oh, God knows. Sorry, don't know what's going on with this tonight. I need to redo it all. Has all been restored, rewired. Motor's been done. New bearings in it, new coin mechanism on it. So it's currently on a new 10p plate, but the coin makes programmable for any coin you like, really. I think it will take old pennies if you wanted it to. So it's ready to go. There's a load of boxes with it. Also got another load of boxes in the sale as well. I'll come in. And there's some spares with this one. And it's also got the glass panels around the top where it says Treasure Cave. If you look on the flyer, let's go forward one again. If I can get this to behave itself. But it made it very tall, so when the chap restored this one, he didn't put the panels back on, but the glass panels are there and the framing, so if you wanted to put it back on the top, obviously you could do. There we are. Hopefully it'll go on site somewhere where it belongs. That was it, I think. Back round to the start again. See if these pictures are going to behave themselves instead of jumping about. It doesn't want to work. Oh, there we are. Why is that doing that? That's so weird, isn't it? There's something going weird with my settings. Let me try that. Ooh. Pop that over there like that. Let's see if it still jumps. Don't know what's going on there. Apologies. So there we are. That's where we're at so far. The first few machines are in. Lots more on their way. There's a lovely crane coming, French crane. What else do I know that's coming? I think what else is confirmed. There are a few other bits that have already been confirmed. Hopefully they'll be in the next few days by the weekend. So that's that. Any questions on those, fire away. Move some stuff on my desk and I'll grab the newspaper, see what was happening in the news. Something here about Alton Towers. I haven't undone the paper yet. This is Saturday the 7th of April 1984. 41 years ago. Let me grab the coin slot out of it. Right, that's World's Fair. Put that there. So much stuff on my desk. I need to have a good clear out. Coin slot. And that's fill out the market trader. I'm not really interested in that bit. Put that over there. That one over there. Right, okay, let's have a look. See what was going on. It's a bit crumbled, this World's Fair this week. Try and sort it out a bit. Right, black hole first for Alton Towers. Well, there you go. And a host of other new attractions will also tempt visitors during 1984. Just as one would expect from Europe's premier theme park, the new season sees Alton Towers bringing another first to Britain, the Black Hole. And in addition, there was a whole host of other new rides, including the Magic Carpet, the Wave Swinger, which is replaced, haven't they? The Enterprise, Turbo Star, and many more. New £5 million investment in new rides will increase the capacity of the park by a staggering 8,000 people per hour, allowing visitors to enjoy more time on the attractions and virtually ending queuing. Virtually ending queuing. How long that lasted. It's billed as the world's toughest ride. The Black Hole is the centrepiece of the closed season development and brings the total investment in the park to £40 million under Chief Executive John Broom's direction. What else did it say about it? Remember the Black Hole was a roller coaster in a big tent, really, wasn't it? There you go. £4 million leisure complex plans hit opposition. Oh dear. Plans to build a £4 million leisure pool complex on the cliff tops at Cromer in North Norfolk are meeting with opposition from nearby residents and Sheringham Town Council. The scheme to build a swimming pool with a wave machine, water slide, shops, car park, petrol station and other facilities on a popular picnic area is described as immoral and unwise. I'm not sure what's immoral about a swimming pool, but there you go. They fear it will be an eyesore which will affect the sale and value of the homes. Okay. Well, obviously it didn't go ahead, did it? It's not there. Interesting. The day before your 13th birthday. What was? Oh, April the 27th. April the 7th, 1984. Cool. Random question, do you know if the Bryans Museum is still open at Drayton Manor? No, I think it closed when Drayton was sold, I believe. Do I know if Chris is collecting my stuff this week? That's a good question. Let me have a look, because he's been texting me the list of people who have asked him to collect. Hang on a moment, I will have a look, see if it's actually got a date on there yet. I think we're just waiting, probably waiting just to see if there's any more before 3 lots. Yeah, no, hasn't got it yet, but probably this week I would think. So not sure on that one. Right, what else is happening? Problems in Scarborough continued. Oh dear. What was that about? The problems of amusement caterers in Scarborough are still not resolved, despite a decision by the Council's Development Services Committee to give planning permission to the Kinderland Children's Play Park project. What was happening there then? The original application from Dudley Wallace, formerly of Wallace's Holiday Camp, Scarborough, brought strong protests from residents in the area who were led by the former Army Office Major Ronald Soper. Major Ronald Soper sounds like a Carry-On character, doesn't he? Major Ronald Soper. But although planning permission has now been granted, the applicants have not got the 12 hours from 9 till 9 they were seeking. The park will have to close by 8 o'clock. An application by Mr. Wallace to use a public address system has also been refused. Oh dear. People miserable. Picture of the black hole on the construction. Okie dokie. New attractions for Lowestoft Pleasurewood Hills. What were they having? With 250,000 visitors. The park opens on the 20th of May. The stand charge will be £2.90 for adults and £2.50 for children and senior citizens. Children under 3 will be £3. Season tickets are available for £10 a person. New for 1984. A veteran car ride, roller skating, a western show, a live parrot show, a pet's corner, waterfalls, satellite TV receiver, and the first ever use of an industrial robot for entertainment in the UK. Oh, it doesn't say what it's doing, but that's what it is. Interesting. Wonder what they did with that. Right, anything else happening in the fairground world? We'll have a look at the coin slot and tick. Funerals. Don't really know about funerals, do we? Disco bounce, remember those? Right, what was for sale? Let's have a look. A caterpillar ride, £20,000. A juvenile roundabout, seats 60 children, travelling 30,000. An enterprise, a Huss enterprise, 185,000. Expensive, don't they? You could have had a anything with a price on, goodness me. A turnstile, that's not very exciting, is it? It's £1,500. A particular 8 tornado ready controlled boats, 1,500. So little prices on things, so annoying. Oh. A fun castle, 1,150. Two Whittaker's Dodgem cars, £100 each. A 4-gun water laser on a trailer, 2,250. 3 Honda bikes, 850. 4 Gower Point double wind lines, £20 each. What are they? I don't know what they are. Not sure what they are. A set of swinging gyms with plenty of main wind. Lovely. £9,000. Okay, a Maxwell Art, no price. Annoying. Anything else for sale? Praise for police after a Norfolk steam robbery. Oh dear. What was robbed? Some bits of steam things. Okay, nothing terribly exciting. A new BBC series has a poor relation to It's a Knockout. Oh dear me. The new BBC TV series from Manchester, called Anything Goes, started on March 17th, filmed weekly at the Blackpool Tower Circus Ring, and hosted by Keith Chegwin and Suzanne Dando. It's a poor copy of the popular series It's a Knockout, but without the wide open spaces of that successful format. All the inane games staged in the circus ring look cramped by their setting. Obviously didn't last very long. I never heard of that one. Okay, well, let's have a look in the coin slot then, shall we? What's in there? Vintage stuff for sale. The Scammell Pioneer, 1939, tractor unit, fully restored, £3,500, with registration number HVW77. A Chiappa organ, 46 keyless, with loads of music, £7,000. A 22-foot showman's living van, good tyres, roof windows, etc. Needs outside painting, £650 or offers. Jack Schofield. Wonder if we still got it. I spoke to Jack for a while. A Brayshaw living van, 1948, 26 foot, 4,200. Good condition. That seems to be it for the World's Fair. Let's have a look at the old coin slot. Is anybody still there? Oh yes, the queue's still there. Good out. So coin slot, this is again April the 7th, 84. Evening, Mr. Tree Frog. Right, what's happening here? As the reprieve for Bally's London office, Bally Manufacturing has announced that 3 employees of the London branch have accepted terms for continued employment with the company. Yeah. Okay. Right, what was new? Golden Shot. Bell Fruit. The latest conversion from Bell Fruit, the Golden Shot. The new Barcrest Royal Exchange. That seems to be the new machine of the week. Video games. Razzle Dazzle. Associated Leisure. We've got a Razzle Dazzle. Latest AWP from Barcrest. Pool's still a big thing. Shootout. What's that? All the excitement of the Wild West is Shootout. Latest conversion of Associated Leisure. That looks interesting. A bandit, like a 3D animated thing in the background. Did we see that before last week? It was, wasn't it? Can't remember. Well, there's a lot been going on in the last week, to put it mildly. Track and field boards. Freddie Bailey concludes a $1.8 million deal with a US company. The Anglo-American partnership with Freddie Bailey and Joe York with a new joint company Venture World Inc. has concluded a major deal with US manufacturer for the rights to use their new video game, Bailey's Cards, which successfully shown at ATEI at the beginning of the month. Well, that's good. Bingo. Boom time for Spanish AWP machines. Oh, interesting article about the Spanish amusement trade exhibition. Nothing terribly exciting looking. I want some juicy gossip. Is there any juicy gossip this week? We like. Looking for juicy gossip. We've got the top 10. Should we have a look at the top 10? That's usually fun, isn't it? See if you remember any of these. Top 10 jukebox hits from 41 years ago. At number 10, Galaxy with What Do I Do? Number 9, Sade, Your Love Is King. At 8, Culture Club, It's a Miracle. At 7, Weather Girls with It's Raining Men. At number 6, Robert De Niro's Waiting by Bananarama. At 5, Pretty Young Thing from Michael Jackson. At 4, You Take Me Up by Thompson Twins. At 3, People Are People with Depeche Mode. At number 2, Shakin' Stevens with A Love Worth Waiting For. And at number 1, same as last week, hello, Lionel Richie. There you go. That's the top 10 jukebox hits. Right, what was for sale? What could we have bought? We could have had Bally's Super Blue Stars, 2p or 1p with 50p and 10p changes for 225 quid. We could have had Las Vegas and Noughts and Crossers. Quantity of Bally's from £150 to £400 each. Okay. We could have had a Bar Crest Adders and Ladders. Did I not just sell one of those last week? For £295. I think it made a bit more than that. Could have had a bingo blower. 350 quid. Man, what else could we have? Pool tables for sale. Let's see what we've got here. Videos, anything interesting? Atari Asteroids, £125. 4 Bellfruit Gamblers, £75 each. Crompton's Free Fall 8 player, 1,500. A Scoopy, 175 quid. Bally's, 225. Silver Jubilee Pusher, 125 quid. Donkey Kong, 250. Larry the Lamb Kiddie Ride, 250. An Eldorado Shooting Gallery, only 4 years old. A Snipper, only £5,000. 7 Brenco, gets exciting now, Brenco machines, look. 7 Brenco 1p banker fruit machines, £25 each. Any takers for Brenco for 25 quid? 4 Bell Fruit 5p Stop It fruits, £60 each. A Galaxian video, 75 quid. Space Invaders, £100. And a Whittaker's 1p Epsom Derby, £300. Nobody want the Brencos for 25 quid each? Oh, okay. Bally Vector, 350 quid. Barcrest Super Adders and Ladders, 425. Another one. Clearance sale. What they got here? Bagman, £175. Hunchback, 175. Puckman, 125. Tato Defender, 250. Harlem Globetrotters, 125. A Playboy pin table, £85. A Haunted House pin table, 450. Mars God of War pin table, 395. Vector, 425. PCBs. What else? Pole position 2, pin tables, pool tables, Clearance of club fruit machine. Barquest potluck, 75 quid. Pairs, clothes, video games. Atari's Star Wars cockpit, £1,895. I wonder what will those be these days. Laser games, no prices on those. That's annoying, isn't it? Must sell, space required. A Bally Pinball Champ, 82, £550. A Bronco steeplechase. Is that a Brenco steeplechase? Did they make one? Brenco? Anyway, it's an 8-player on 1p and it's 175 quid. It's a Brenco, isn't it? Did Brenco make one called that? Don't know. Have I got a list of it? Let's have a look. Brenco. Brenco. What did I say it was called? Steeplechase, wasn't it? Brenco steeplechase. Don't know. Maybe not then. Okay. Video games. Righty-ho then. Anything else exciting to sell? Streets Wheeler Bin. And a Whittaker's Roulette. Or Formica Fruit Machine stands. Cheap declared. No reasonable offer refused. An Alka Gallagher Mini Upright, £400. A Defender, £350. Pac-Man, £175. Crazy Kong, £175. Galaxian, £100 for tabletop one. I think that's it on the for sale front. Any arcade for sale? Let's have a look. Kendall, Leeds, no prizes. A hot dog kiosk in North Wales to let. Morecambe. Oh, here we go. There's one with the price on it. Right, Morecambe, the Bermudiana. At 291 to 293 Marine Road, Central Morecambe. For sale freehold as a going concern, a soundly established and progressive amusement arcade in a prime promenade position opposite the central pier, which wasn't along there, with wide modern frontage and open plan ground floor, 2,220 square foot, with good income from upper floor lettings, restaurant and 2 self-contained flats. So all of that, freehold, 137,500. So 2,220 square foot arcade with restaurant and 2 self-contained flats above, 137,500. Marvellous. Don't mind that. Birmingham is a leasehold arcade. First class decorative order, fully equipped, 25 grand. Let's see, anyone's some prices on this week, I think on the arcade front. Any gossip? I think so. Bit of a gossip-free week, isn't it, really? Well, that's that then. Right. I think that's it. Yes. So, this coming week, tomorrow and Tuesday, I shall be frantically cataloguing collectible stuff. So that will start appearing on the old Colcon. And some round, I'm in and out most days. If you still got stuff to collect, or if you've got machines to drop off for May, or collectibles to drop off, you've got a week to do that, basically. Get in touch. As I always say, don't just turn up, because you'll probably find I'm not there, as somebody found out today. But I am in and out most days, pretty much in the week. So just get in touch and arrange a time. If you still haven't paid for your bits from last weekend, please do so. you're holding up a few payments, and if I've not got your payment details, get in touch and give them to me. Super. Then I can send your auction funds out. I think that's it for now then. So we'll catch up again Tuesday night with some pictures and more stuff for the collectibles auction, and go from there. Have a jolly couple of days, whatever you're up to. See you then. Nighty night.